afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm a little bit casual. Casual in the sense that I won't be dealing with highly technical issues like nautical science. I told you that I'm an all-rounder in this field. I have to touch other fields as well. I need to talk about jobs at sea. How can I get a job at sea? I want a job now. There are no jobs inland. I want somebody who can assist me to get a job at sea because I heard that there are jobs. Yes, I agree. There are jobs. It's not about seafaring. It's not about certificates of competence. I'm trying to fight this one. Anybody can work at sea. Anybody can work in a ship as long as you have the required certificate, not necessarily certificate of competence as a seafarer. There are other things that are done in a vessel. I'm going to be quick to deal with that. Firstly, how? You can only get the job in the ship. Let's talk about the ship first. How can I get a job in the ship? You can only get a job in the ship, whether it's a bulk carrier, or it's a tug, or it's a passenger vessel. You can get a job. Now, another issue is to consider, how do I get that particular job in a ship, any kind of a ship? You get to the search engine. You have a certificate. I've not yet told you what certificate. I said, except a certificate of competence. Seafaring, we are not dealing with STCW now. I'm an ordinary person who wants a job, and I want this job at sea. How do I get it? You get to the search engine knowing very well your kind of certificate, any kind. Now, there are those qualifications that are needed for seafaring. There are those ones that are not. They are just for supporting the crew. Supporting the crew. Supporting the crew in anything else they can do. Now you have to, I'm going to list them for you. Listen carefully. I'm going to list them for you. You might be a chef. You can cook. You can sell people food. You can bake. You can be a baker. You can be a welder, because a ship sometimes needs welders. Quick welder, and you do it because you have a certificate as a welder. You have a certificate as a baker. You have a certificate as a chef. They need you there. You are a carpenter. There are wardrobes in the ship. There is furniture in the ship. So that furniture, when it's broken, it needs to be fixed. You may be a cleaner. That is a profession. Why should we think that a profession, the only profession one can have is a seafaring profession? A cleaner is a profession. Maybe you've been cleaning in a hotel, anywhere. You are perfect in what you are doing. Then you can apply. They need cleaners there. When a ship gets to the port, for instance, they need people to clean it, apart from those already inside. Maybe it's a bulk carrier. They need cleaners. Passenger vessels need cleaners, and they pay a lot of money because at sea, I told you that we talk the language of dollars, right? You can keep your dollars and then you go and exchange them at home. So if you can clean, you sure that you'll be perfect, you'll make the vessel clean, speak and smell. So you are right. We need you there. That doesn't need a certificate of competence. You are a waiter. Waiters and waitresses are needed in vessels, especially passenger vessels. You are a barman. There's liquor there, alcohol. People need to be served alcohol in the passenger vessels. You are a musician. In the passenger vessel, we need musicians. People want to be happy. That is a cruise liner. Yes. People must not be lousy in a ship. They must dance, they must jump, they must do everything. So you are a musician. Just get to the search engine and look for that kind of job. Definitely, you'll get it. Fitness instructor. There are so many of them on land. Why not in the vessel? So that you train people how to exercise. You know, these people will be in the vessel for a long, long time. So sometimes they want to stretch, they want to exercise. You are there as a fitness instructor so that they don't hurt themselves. Yoga instructor. You are just a yoga instructor. You can assist so many people in a cruise liner. Swimming instructor. Some people like swimming. Children, there are children in a passenger vessel. They like swimming. Though adults as well, they like swimming, but children, they like swimming. They need to be monitored. They need to be told what to do. Sails. There's a kind of a mall in a passenger vessel. In the passages there, you'll see people selling clothes, doing all PC, APC. There's so many things. So you must be one of them. In as much as you can work as an office admin in a ship. You can be an electrician. Do you think that the lights in a ship are always right? They are always right to work or in a good condition to work? No. Sometimes they go off. Some people must fit the globes, electricity, and do all sorts of things. Barman, talked about the barman. You can be a teacher. There are young kids in a ship, especially the passenger vessel. Young kids who need to be taught a little bit of stuff so that at least the ship is not boring to them. Photographer. Everybody wants a photo. That I was in Mauritius. I was in Japan. I was in LA. So everything must be seen by other people. So photographer. There are divers, right? If you are a diver, a private diver, one time if the business is not going, you can consider a ship. They use divers even in anchoring and all those kind of things. Divers are required. So, ladies and gentlemen, without being long in this one, I've just come to tell you that a ship is where you can get a job with any other kind of a certificate. That doesn't mean your certificate is inferior to any other. There's no such. Everybody is a specialist in his or her own field. Even if I don't want to be doing what I'm doing now, I can change to something else. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about seafaring. Any certificate you have, check the advertisers. Job search, a ship. Then you are going to see a lot of stuff. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Go and look for jobs. Now jobs are not on land only. We are moving. For that matter, I've got a full module that says from land to oceans. Let's move to oceans where there are still jobs. Everybody there has got a job. Don't be confined on land. You can be able to see the world because you are employed in a vessel, right? Even if it's not a vessel, anywhere at sea you have a job. Now, my next video will be maritime jobs in the industry. That is the maritime industry. How do you get jobs there? Are there jobs in the maritime industry? Generally, yes. They don't need a seafarer. I thank you.